Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football here at Memorial Stadium, Wichita Falls, here with the head coach of the 3-0 Rider Raiders after a hard-fought 28-24 win over Lubbock Coronado, Marc Bindel. Coach, first off, congratulations.
Thank you. That was a great high school football game. I mean, it's obviously I'm freaking out while it's going on, but just to watch kids on both sides compete. You know, Coach Mann at Coronado does a phenomenal job. They got a really good squad, lots of good athletes, and it was just a great high school football game. What can you say?
I would agree. It was really fun for me in the press box. I didn't have any rooting interest. It was just a back and forth, well played ball game. Two really good teams going at it, and it kind of, I mean, it's not a playoff game, but it kind of had at least the intensity on the field. There was a little playoff feel to it. Did you kind of feel like it kind of had a playoff feel to it?
Absolutely. I told my kids that at halftime. I mean, it was just, you know, in playoff games, you got to control your emotions, and I think really on both sides, a couple times we both kind of lost our emotions, but I think in the end we were able to kind of get back and check and kind of finish out the game. And, you know, it just came down to a couple plays here in the end zone. Our defense stepped up and got an interception, and that was the difference in the ball game. But it was close and hard fought throughout. It was a good game, man. Good
now
game.
let's talk about your kids. You know, you're battling through some adversity. You know, you had one of your better defensive players is out with an injury, and then Anquan, your running back, Texas Tech commit, obviously a great player, goes down there early in the ball game. What's it say about your kids to keep fighting? Keep you know, to stay with the course. They were down most of the game, and they never gave up. They kept fighting. What's it say about your kids, especially your seniors?
Well, I just think it just comes down to senior leadership and those guys staying together. You know, it's really easy when something like that happens, or even last week when we were down, to splinter and come apart. But we didn't do it. We stayed together. And the next guy up, we had guys on offensive line, defensive line, and then running back step up for injured guys. And I was really excited to watch that happen. You know, hate that Anquan got injured, and I'm hope the best for him. But also to have multiple guys step up and help us out was awesome.
Defensively, that's a high-powered offense over there. They can sling it around and really put pressure on your defense. What did you guys do to really keep them bottled up for the most part? Was there anything defensively you guys changed up, or was it just more executing the game plan?
Well, I think we executed a little bit. They're really good. I mean, they're really good. What their coaches do with their scheme, they get the most out of their kids for sure. Really like the quarterback. You can tell he's a good leader. We made some plays. Our D-line, we're getting constant pass rush all night. Now, we couldn't always get home because Jet's so elusive, but we kept with the pass rush, eventually made some plays, and in the end we were able to come out with a victory.
All right, now you mentioned it well there. I think this. I've been to several Rider games. I think this might be the first one that you guys have won. Were you thinking that when you found out I was coming to this game? Were you like thinking the Matt Stepp jinx was in effect again?
The Matt Stepp jinx, the curse of the Matt Stepp is over. Because I've never done a post-game Matt Stepp interview.
We've done it at 7-on-7 and at coaching clinics, but never post-game. I think you're like, oh.
Interview the winner, so.
Well, you know, I take the easy interviews, Coach. You know, so yeah, I think you guys are. We got a one by the name now, so I guess am I welcome to come back?
Absolutely. You love this place. You already know the press box. You know all the people. You know the hot spots to eat in town. Come to Wichita Falls anytime.
There you go. Now, just looking ahead, you still got two more non-district games left. You know, how do you kind of balance trying to keep your team healthy, but still managing to get your looks in non-district, because it doesn't get any easier. Sure. You guys are playing a real familiar opponent next week.
Yeah, so we got Lubbock Cooper again. I'm sure, God, those guys, man. I don't think a team has ever played a team this many times, this many years in a row. So
just to look at Darden and be like, man, I'm tired of seeing you. I'm sick of it. But I mean, you got to. I mean, there's a balance there, right? Getting your work in and trying to peak before district play, but still trying to keep your kids healthy, right?
We want to keep our kids healthy. We want to rotate a lot of guys, and we've been doing that the last 3 weeks in case somebody does go down. But for the most part, we want to keep getting better. We're not the best we're going to be yet, and we want to keep building and building and building and getting better and better. And so we've got to put guys in situations in practice and in games where they can continue to get better. And you know, we're in some situations tonight where we were able to make plays. So,
all right, final question for you: what's the before you taught the hole there from the Times Record News? What's post game meal going to be? What are you looking at?
I think we're going to go nachos. You know, a lot of kids a lot of our football players go to IHOP. So there's always a big place at IHOP. I'm not a huge IHOP fan, but we're going to go. Coaches' wives will have a get-together over at my house, and I think last week we had nachos. I'm not even sure what's on the plate. But I'm going to bed before midnight. I'll tell you that.
All right. Are you a fully loaded nacho guy? When you get your nachos, are you loading them up with everything?
Yeah, I'm not a jalapeno guy, but I like some cheese and some meat.
Pico de gallo or anything? Salsa?
A little bit of sour cream, but not jalapenos.
Okay. All right. Chicken or steak? What do you?
a jalapeno guy.
I like it spicy, Coach. Chicken or steak?
Steak.
Okay, there you go, my man. Coach, enjoy it. Congratulations on the win. Hopefully we'll see you come playoff time.
Sir. Thanks. Appreciate you coming out to Wichita Falls. Go Rojo.